Welcome back to another episode of Project PHARAOH. This is episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Episode 7. Today we're gonna get into astrology. Before you turn and click off this video, if you're not into astrology, you might want to stick around. This is not just gonna be just the everyday astrology stuff that you hear. I'm gonna talk about the sun sign, the moon sign, and the rising sign. With that being said, let's build. Alright, so first thing we're going to talk about is the sun sign. Now the sun sign is pretty much like the core of who you are. It's a sign that you probably already know about yourself. Like I'm a Leo because I'm born August 10th. Everybody who is into astrology or into the horoscope, they pretty much know what their sun sign is. So everybody thinks that that's who they really are. Like it is the core of who you are. It's like your role in life, your identity, your ego, but it's not the most important one. To me, the most important sign out of the whole natal chart is the moon sign. So I'm gonna get into it deeper in a moon sign video that's coming later episodes. The moon sign is the most important. Everybody does not know about the moon sign, but if you look into like the Indian cultures, like not Native American, but Indians from India, you look into their culture, the way that us Americans look at the sun signs, the people in India look at the moon sign as being that important. So moon sign is calculated when you know the time you were born and the place you were born. You can actually Google moon sign calculator. I'll leave a link in the description for the website that I use. But you have to know what time you're born. The moon sign changes every 2.5 days. So just because you were born on this date and you are this doesn't mean you're gonna be the same sign as your moon. You can calculate it with the moon sign calculator. So with the moon sign, and when people get confused is people like, you know what, man, I knew this one Leo and like me and them were like clash heads all the time. Or I met this one Leo, me and her, or me and him were like the perfect duo or whatever. But people don't realize, like, even with relationships, like you should not try to match your sun sign with their sun sign. You should try to match your moon sign with the moon sign, because the moon sign deals with your emotions. The moon sign is your deeper self. The moon sign is the mind. That's where the word mind and moon come from, the same thing. And the moon controls the tides. That's why when you get sad or you get angry, like your eyes get watery. Like, so anything that has to do with emotions is usually got to do with water. When you're angry, you probably sweat. When you get mad, you probably maybe tear up, or when you cry, you know what I mean? Those are tears, that's water. So that's what the moon sign represents, your more emotional side. So when you want to find somebody who's compatible with you, look at their moon sign. Like the sun sign is good too. Like if you're compatible with the sun sign and you're compatible with your moon sign with them, like you're probably more likely gonna work out. I am a Leo sun, but I'm a Scorpio moon. Deep. Once you learn about what the moon signs are, YouTube the moon sign, like moon in Aries or moon in Gemini, moon in Scorpio. Find out your moon sign and Google what you are and YouTube it and watch videos. There are some pretty credible people that I use. I send these links to people that I know so they can find out more about who they really are. Last thing we're gonna talk about is the rising sign. Now the rising sign is significant because it changes every 2 hours. But the rising sign is kind of like the mask you wear. It's the feeling people get when they first meet you. Like, oh man, that dude seemed like he like a Leo. Or that dude seemed like he a Gemini. It's like the energy that people get from you, like, but it's the mask you wear. That's who you are when you operate, like when you go to work or when you go to the store or to the gym. But the way that someone explained it to me was like a house. They said like when you pull up to somebody's house, you see how their yard is kept and you see how their house on the outside is kept. That's your rising sign. But when you walk into the house and you walk into like the common areas, you walk into the living room, you walk into the kitchen, you walk into the bathroom, you kind of get a sense of that person's style. That's their sun sign. But when you get up in their bedroom or like that closet that no one's allowed to go in, or like, you know, that private area in the house, that's your moon sign. That's like the analogy that I can give you guys so that you can kind of understand the difference from the different signs and the significance and importance of it. The moon sign is getting its own video. I'm also going to make an episode that talks about the full natal chart and kind of explain it. There's an app, an amazing app that once you find out what time you were born and where you were born, you can actually go in there and it's gonna give you a personalized horoscope for your whole chart. It's not gonna be like, oh, you're a Leo, so let me give you that Leo horoscope for today. It's gonna be like, no, you're all this, and since you're all this and where the stars and all are aligned at right now, this is how it's gonna affect you emotionally. So it's gonna affect you mentally. This kind of affects your motivation. You might feel like you're like this, you might feel down, you might feel up. Hey man, this shit works, okay? So I'm telling you, I'm gonna give it to you guys. I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. Links are gonna be down below. So I wanna thank everybody for liking and subscribing, watching my last video. Episode 6 was amazing, y'all. I can't even lie. You guys really came through. I'm so happy for the amount of views that I got in less than 24 hours, man. I'm blessed, and all the love and the comments, man, y'all are great. I love doing what I'm doing. I'm loving just being able to be myself, and you guys are just like with it, you know? Like, that's dope, you know what I mean? That was another episode of Project Pharaoh. This was episode 7. Episode 8, it's gonna be another deep episode. It's gonna be talking about how you gotta wait. I ain't giving up the goods right now, so you gotta wait for that. Like I said, I'm a Leo sun, Scorpio moon, Virgo rising. I didn't tell you that. I'm a Virgo rising. Virgo rising. I got a lot of Virgo on my chart. It's weird, but I'm the most introverted, extroverted person I know. So yeah, once again, thank you, like and subscribe, share this with your friends. This is Project Pharaoh. Pharaoh out.